was actually at the Mall of America one day. I think it was New Year's Eve. I was there, like, looking around for a gift, just shopping, and I left the mall, and then a couple hours later, I read the news.
Dalvin Cook is chauffeuring C.J. Hamler. How about that? Mike and Adam
he's probably
Thielen.
going on the Sirius.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, they're going NFL. Thielen's going NFL.
I know.
NFL radio.
I know it.
And we're going to get C.J. Ham. C.J.
Over here, C.J.
C.J.
We're going to talk with C.J. Ham.
Yeah.
Here, C.J. can sit here.
Good to see you, Dalvin.
C.J., have a seat. Hey,
Good to
Dalvin,
see
good
you.
to see you. How
Nice
you
job
been?
driving the car.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
You know, Dalvin, I think you're going to be a better player wearing number 4. I really, truly believe that, man. I think he will. C.J. Ham joins us now, Duluth Denfeld product. What would you play better with? You're playing well. Don't trust me. I'm not criticizing you. Would you play better with a different number, or do you like number 30?
I do like number 30.
Okay.
I joked about switching my number. My wife was like, "Yeah, that's a no-go. We got too many things that got number 30 on it."
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would do it. If you were to pick another number, any number, say number 4. You take 4. What number would you change to if you could change to a different number?
What'd you wear in college?
I wore 28 in college, 24 in high school, 5 in junior league. So it'd have to be one of those 3.
How about add the 3 of them together? What would that be? I don't know.
Yeah,
You're a dropout.
I'm a high school dropout. Matter of fact, I was born in Detroit. You know how we learned to count in Detroit?
How?
0-1, 0-2,
Wow.
0-3.
Don't encourage it, C.J.
Yeah,
Trust me.
That's
we
how,
have to deal with
that's
this
how we
every
learned
day.
to count there. How you been? Everything good? We haven't talked to you in a while.
Everything's great.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
I wanted to ask you right out of the gate. You know, with a new coaching staff, a new offense that kind of stresses the pass. Fullback's kind of a dying breed in the league. Were you a little concerned, wondering what's going to happen here? Are they going to not want a fullback? But it was announced the depth chart. You're starting fullback. So were you relieved, or did you think this would happen all along? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I keep hearing everybody say that the fullback is a dying breed. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, well, no, not with you. It seems like we're one of the few teams, though, that really employs a fullback as often out of formations as we do. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we have been, and you know, I'm just excited to have another opportunity to go out here and compete.
Is that role, C.J., going to change as you look at the offensive playbook, as you get into it more and more, given what you've gone through before with the guy sitting right over next to us with Dalvin Cook and what Kevin O'Connell wants to do? You know, you're a good pass catcher as well. Will that change as far as your role goes?
You know, I've always kind of just
taken it,
done a lot, you know, in all the offensive schemes I've been in, lining up in different positions, backfield, out wide, tight end. So, you know, I'm really just ready for whatever that role is, and I'm ready to do whatever the team needs.
What excites you about this, the playbook, what you're hearing from the new coaching staff offensively, and as you kind of turn the page and get ready for the season to start?
You know, we're going to be dangerous. I mean, that's the thing. We have the players, we have the coaches. I mean, those guys are masterminds in there, and we have the weapons to do that. So we're going to be a very dangerous team.
You know, you were a track and field star at Denfeld as well. My boy to your left there was a track kid too. What did you run when you were in track? What were your specialties?
So I didn't do the track part, I did the field part.
Oh, you did the field part.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So,
all right. You were smart. You didn't like to run until you were about. The worst thing that can happen being a runner is you pass out. That's what my boy once told me. That's the worst thing that can happen to you.
No, but I was a shot putter and discus thrower in high school, and then at Augustana I was a shot putter and hammer thrower.
That technique, I messed around with it one time. The shot put, I mean, we watch people on TV at the top of their game. It is really difficult, isn't it?
It is. I mean,
it's just.
I'm not a golfer, but I do hear a lot about just
comparison,
just working on the technique, the little things, and that's kind of how it was for shot putting. You know, really all the field events. You know, you're just trying to fine tune that technique, and you feel that swing, you feel the technique perfect one time, and then you're trying to continue to emulate that, and it can be frustrating at times.
So if I would have done the shot put, all my balls would have gone to the right.
Yeah,
is what you're
right.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
So how far? All right, so you hold the ball up by your ear, right? Or do they call it a ball or do they call it a put?
A shot.
A shot.
A shot.
So you got
And
the
weighs
shot
how much?
next to your
16 pounds.
16 pounds.
16
Think
like
about
a bowling ball. You spin
More.
around a couple. How many times do you spin before you give it the old heave ho?
Shot push is one time.
One time.
Yep.
Spin once, heave ho. How far was your farthest toss?
I think in college I hit 56 feet.
Jeez.
Or just under that, something like that.
Ken and B once hit a 56-foot putt. It was for a triple bogey 8, and he pumped his fist, but still he made it 56 feet. Do you have any idea what's the world? Is there a world record, and you know what that would be? I mean, what would it be? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably
70 something,
72 meters.
You gotta be kidding.
So
it's ridiculous.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's super far. We got a guy on the team who was pretty, not 72 meters, sorry.
72 feet.
Yeah, so about 22, 23 meters.
Okay.
So we got a guy on the team, Chris Reed, who broke 20 meters in college. I used to compete against him, so he was pretty special.
Now, did you
72.18 feet,
Yeah.
22 meters.
So were you the shot putter because that's what you really wanted to do, or did they just go, you're big and strong, we need a shot putter here, we're going to let you do it, and you go, okay, I'll do it?
No, I actually loved it.
Okay.
I loved everything about track and field, and in college it was one of my favorite things to do. In the off season, just working on it and getting better.
I wanted to ask you, we always hear about NFL players, how badly beaten up their bodies are, like the day after a game. And I was thinking, I would think a fullback would have the worst damage of any position on the team, right? Because offensive line, and you're going up against big guys if you're on the line, but you're at a standstill. You're pushing a guy who was already a foot away from you. There's not a lot of momentum there. The running back's going to take a lot, but they're also trying to avoid getting hit square on, whereas you are getting full speed head of steam and trying to hit somebody square on. I would imagine out of everyone, you're beat up the most after a game.
I think everybody's beat up after a game. Earlier on in my career, I was a lot more sore, and I think that was due to the fact where I didn't know how to take care of my body. As I got older, learn how to take care of my body and learn how to bounce back quicker, be smarter. Not leading with my head and all those type of things. So I've been pretty healthy.
When you say taking care of your body, what do you mean? Other than not leading with your head, is it like diet, rest, exercise? What goes into that?
Yeah, all the above. Eating the right things. Getting the manual work that I need. Acupuncture, massages. Cryotherapy, tubs. Just making sure I'm staying on top of all the recovery aspects.
Again, we're with fullback C.J. Ham. C.J., I have a high compliment from one of your contemporaries. I was in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and Jerome Felton was there.
Oh, yeah.
Who used to, of course, was a great blocking back for Adrian Peterson, great fullback, and he's now he's interning with Kevin Warren, who's the Big Ten commissioner. He's going to law school in Georgia, which brings up the point about, he said, my first kid knew me as a football player. My second kid's going to know me as an attorney. And I'm thinking, how many kids? Three kids. I mean, what kind of path are you thinking about beyond what hope will be a very extended football career when you think about life after football and looking at someone like Jerome, who in this case went on to law school? And he, by the way, said CJ can do a lot more things than I ever could do on a football field. So that was nice of him to say.
That's really nice of him. Nice of him to say. He was a special player. He was somebody that I watched. Growing up a Vikings fan, watching Adrian. Obviously Adrian is fantastic, but there's people around him that that helped him, and Jerome was definitely one of those. And to answer your question, I think about that a lot. I don't know exactly what that's going to be yet, but it's going to have to do something with people. Just being involved with people, helping people, whether that be in ministry or nonprofits or whatever that is. So I'm looking, not anytime soon, but I am looking forward to that next chapter in life as well.
Could it be as a coach? We were talking to Mike Smith yesterday, and he didn't know he wanted to get into coaching until they said you should be a coach, and then he did, and he said he loves it.
Yeah, I love all my coaches, and kudos to them and the jobs that they do. And right now I don't feel myself being pulled towards coaching, but I also have heard that I could possibly get into coaching too. So we'll just see when that time comes.
At this stage of your career, when you're 29 years old, are you basically from season to season just trying to maintain what you've been able to do before? Are there still certain things that you feel like you can improve on? Like, what are you working on this summer?
Oh yeah, I'm always getting better. I mean, if you're complacent with where you're at, I mean, there's always people that are trying to take your job and come in and compete. So you obviously have to continue to do everything that you can to better yourself. So, whether that's being, just the generic, getting faster, stronger, bigger. For me, always making sure my hands are soft. Blocking wise, just literally every aspect of my game, I'm trying to be better than I was the year before.
Your chauffeur on the golf cart over here was we just talked about with Dalvin Cook wearing number 4 now, blocking for Dalvin. We mentioned Jerome Felton block for Adrian Peterson. What makes Dalvin one of the premier backs in the league as he continues on his career path?
I mean, Dalvin's a special player, and just his explosiveness. I mean, at any given moment, he can take it to the house. And some of the cuts I see him make, there's just a lot of backs who don't see it that way or can even do it. It's literally like a blur. And it's been a blast blocking for him over these years.
He says switching to number 4 will make him an even better player. Do you believe that changing the number on your jersey can make you even better?
If he believes it, I believe
okay.
it. 100%. 100%.
And Alexander Madison changed his number now. He's number 2, right?
That's Deuce. That's Deuce right there.
There's a belief with like fans and media who aren't here that because you have the new coaching staff coming over from Los Angeles, like you're going to be passing the ball a lot more. I don't buy it when you have Dalvin Cook and they seem to want to feature you as well. Do you expect more of a passing offense here, or do you still think you're going to have the same balance you've had the previous seasons with the previous regime?
I expect us to do whatever it takes to win games. Whether that be one game us passing it more, or one game us running it more. Whatever it is, we have so many weapons on the field, and I know our coaches are going to utilize everybody.
The coaches haven't announced yet their preseason plans for either game 1, 2, or 3. But from a player's perspective, a veteran's perspective, do you have any particular thoughts about the need to get into full contact with an opposing team before the first game, of course, against the Green Bay Packers?
Our coaches have done a great job of having us go out here and compete during camp. And, whatever that looks like for the preseason, we're all ready to go out there and perform when we're asked to.
CJ, we do appreciate your time, as always. Good luck to you this upcoming season, and continued success in the National Football League for you. And hope you have that long career before you get into whatever it is you want to do when you're done. You bet. That's C.J. Ham, Vikings fullback. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We're live from training camp. TCO Performance Center, the new Winter Park, right here on The Fan.